Hey Chris, thank you for the turnaround. It's been cool to see the Drop Star mech come out of rendering. So we're gonna take a look at this bad boy. I think overall, this is much cleaner than your, previous render attempt. So nice job on that. I like that some of the material is coming through. We've got that the highlights that kind of give the metal a bit of that like metallic sheen to it. So with that being said, also very, very cool. I do have a couple notes and markups for you. So I'm going to just talk you through them. So please make sure to go through this video and to take each item that I have circled and to understand the changes that we want to make. All right. So with that, let me see here. Pow. All right. So a couple things. We're going to get a bit closer. So I think we lost, I see that you have it here a little bit with the glows, but we've lost the the 3D-ness of the shape itself. And I think that when I saw the version that came from, I think Dimitri did a version of this, right? So you can see it here that it's what's in a line, right? So, but that the horn has some volume to it. So yeah, I know it's small, but it's been bugging me that it's not there. So I'm going to go back to that. So I think the eye sensor isn't. It's not like let's work on the render here. I don't think we have enough glow, but also it feels like it's a bit of a camera shutter, which is nice. But let's do an iteration on that. I think the shape is fine, and I think that part of it is I want to see a bit more of like inner to outer glow on the red. We could probably I think you could even put a nice hot red dot in the middle here, perhaps, to break it up. I know that something isn't quite right there. So the other pieces here is we've got a little bit of dirt and kind of the handling and the rendering for these glows here. So you can see that there. So let's clean that up. Also, you have some like, it's not quite throw light. There's just some dirt here looking at this. It doesn't quite work in terms of, I think the self lighting. In general, these black decals, let's change these to more of the ice blue. So I think that I think I like let's just take a look there and see like, hey, come here. There we go. So something like maybe the ice blue, the white. I'm looking for it. Yeah. So so let's work on bringing these basically into similar color spectrum to this. So that's why you're the artist and I am not. All right. So I think with the rendering, we lost this concept of these are like these intake fans that like this is pulling in air and then helping with the exhaust of like kind of the plasma exhaust in the back. So let's go back and work on that. We have these, like I'm not quite sure. So the self-lighting is good there. There's something with these particular lines that aren't quite working for me. Not sure that like, I don't know. I'm not quite like I think the blues are good, but maybe it's just the lines themselves. I don't think I have kind of anywhere else where these kind of these metallic lines, other than this one area, are kind of replicated anywhere else on the character. So there's just something funky with these areas here. Same thing with that. So maybe it could just be maybe instead of being bright and red, maybe it needs to follow more of that like dark that darker path there. So because this seems to be the case for like the upper parts of the gauntlet. Okay. So here in the way this material for the side plate, you had a good version of this. Oh, here we go. I think your version of this, like here we had a little more depth to this on the plates that felt good with a little bit of the darker shadows. I don't think that really translated as well from the previous versions into this render. Now it's just kind of mushed on the side. I felt like we've lost the design of that a little bit more. So, and that also would be kind of on the other side. So let's work on that material bit a little bit there. Here, same thing with the darker gray bits. So we're a little bit more pastel blue as opposed to like neon icy blue. So I think that this sort of neon icy blue is more what I'm looking for in these decals. So other than that, feeling pretty good. So moving over to the gun here. So the gun here, we've got a little bit of glow, but I was thinking like these things I want to be heavier on the glow. Now maybe we don't need to do it in the base image, and that's something that Dimitri will do with animation, so we have it pulsing. But yeah, I thought I would point that out there. Also, now that I'm looking at it here, there's something funky about this top barrel material. Like it's gray and like shadowed kind of here, but then it's just this weird this kind of bright white on the top. So there's something funky with that as well. And then here, let's try. So I think we're too much white for these. So let's switch these to the neon blue. That might carry really nicely through the barrels. I think that'll carry really nicely from the barrels through, I think, the chamber. Whatever what we're looking at this. So pretty cool in that space. Other than that, yeah, I think we're really close. I'm pretty excited about what we have here. Also taking a look. So while I talked about this with the throw parts, there is something that doesn't feel great about like these little slats here. These guys. Maybe they're just white. I'm not entirely sure what it is. Maybe we could accent them with blue. Maybe the lines aren't quite like, I mean, we don't have that many pixels, but the lines aren't quite fitting with that. So something in that space, something doesn't feel quite right in the render there as well. And then let me see here. Take a look at the chest again. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to where we're at. I think we're really close on this guy. And yeah, these are just minor things. So don't stress out. Don't re-render the whole thing. Let's just stay targeted and focused here. A couple bits on animation side. So Dimitri will also want to make sure that for these for the plasma jets, we're going to have basically particle animations sort of on top. So we can animate them in the sprite sheet as well, but I figure we'll have a little bit more. Oh, actually, that's not going to work. Yeah, so we'll just animate it in the texture. So I figure this guy could probably be done in 4 frames, which will be pretty fun. Yeah, we'll go from there. So, okay, I think that's it. I will talk to you soon. Thank you.